Hey guys, I just want to make another video, a really short video. This is not going to be that long, but it's of another dream that I had before I was diagnosed with leukemia, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and ended up going into the hospital in January of 2023 for my treatment. I was in treatment for like most of the year, in and out of the hospital. But this was a dream that I had probably 3 months, I want to say, like before I was diagnosed. I had no idea like what I was dealing with my health. And it was very fast. Like it was just like I was, went to sleep and I had this dream and it was just black, like just blackness. And God's voice said 3 times, Alicia, Alicia, Alicia. And then I woke up. Super simple, right? So I just was kind of like, okay, like I made a note of it on my phone, but I just spelled it Elisia, like Alicia, right? So fast forward and I'm in the hospital and I'm with my friend and we have ordered like Uber Eats. So my friend was going to the elevator to pick up the Uber Eats order, and the elevator door opens and there's a woman standing there who is a chaplain for the hospital, and her name is Alicia. And she says to my friend, like, oh, hi, like, are you a patient? Like, why are you here? And she's like, no, my friend is a patient. She's getting treatment, on this floor. And then Alicia says, like, I wasn't even supposed to be on this floor. Like, something just told me that I was supposed to not go to the floor that I had been assigned and come here. And like, is your friend a Christian? And then my friend says, yes, she's a Christian, she's a big believer. And then Alicia asks if she can come to the room and meet me. And then my friend says yes. And so then she shows up in my room and tells me what her name is. And I told her about my dream. I was like, God literally told me your name in a dream. And her name, she had it Alicia. She was like Hispanic. She was actually the pastor as well for one of the bilingual like churches here in Houston. And so I didn't even have the spelling right in my dream. I thought it was Alicia, like Elisia, and hers is Alicia, but I just had the phonetics. That's just all I was working off of. And I remember thinking, like, that's so unique. Like, I don't know anybody with that name, right? So it made more sense when I figured out it was Alicia, like with the Hispanic pronunciation. But she had told me that she was feeling really like insecure. She's like, it's really hard working with like sick people all the time. And she had been praying to God for a sign that she was like where she was supposed to be and was on the right path. And she said that me sharing my dream really encouraged her and provided that confirmation that she was where she was supposed to be. So I thought that was a really amazing story. And again, just kind of showed like God's provision in the whole situation, and that he knew where I was going to be and that he knew where she was going to be. And he like connected us through this kind of like divine way. Like she literally showed up in my hospital room. Like, I don't know, like sometimes when God gives me a dream, like he will give me the interpretation, I'll pray and he'll tell me, or it's just so like explicit that it's like, okay, like God will literally like directly tell me something in a dream. And I'm like, okay, got it. Right? Like there's not a lot to interpret. And then sometimes it's like, I don't know what that was. And then God will reveal it later. And so this was just kind of one of those examples. And yeah, it was something small, but really meaningful. And her and I are still, like I've spoken to her since then. And it's just kind of like a divine connection that God provided. So yeah, that's just my little thing to share today. So I hope that kind of inspires somebody who's maybe going through a similar journey in the hospital or going through chemotherapy. I hope that this helps. And yeah, have a good day.